Controversial things that I do with my kids as a work from home mom. I do not limit screen time with my children, and here's why. Being a work from home mom, I have a full-time job. I work 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I have to have as much attention as I can devoted to work. Now, I do have a lot of downtime at my job, so whenever I do, like I'll bring my kids outside to play, or they'll play with their toys, I'll set up the train tracks. But when I'm working and I need my attention devoted to work, I'll put the TV on. Miss Rachel, Blippi, Handyman Hal, those are all educational shows that my kids love. And I dedicate the fact that my son learned his ABCs and numbers, like 1 through 20, 1 through 25, so quickly because of them. My son, when he was younger, absolutely loved Blippi. And in Blippi's episodes, he does a lot of counting. He does a lot of educational, learning parts of trucks or machinery. He can tell you every single piece of an excavator, every single piece. The boom, the bucket, the arm, where the engine is, the cab. He can tell you all of that. Do I know that? Fuck no. Does Blippi know that? Hell yeah. Did Blippi teach my son all those things? Yes. And I feel like today's world and where we live and the availability of jobs, he's probably going to use that information someday. And in my opinion, if it's educational, why not let your kids watch it? I don't understand what the problem with letting your kids watch screen time is. What do you think kids do in school? If you're not a person that has the ability to homeschool your kids, in public schools, these kids they're learning on computers, they're learning on tablets. I don't really feel like there's much of a difference in giving your kids screen time during the day or when they have it in school. Another controversial thing that I do is I let my 3-year-old have free range of the cabinets and the refrigerator. So if he wants a snack, he can get a snack. If he wants a drink, he can get himself a drink. He knows where everything is. He knows where to find them. And he doesn't have to ask me or wait for me to have the ability to grab it for him. He can just do it himself. So he has free range to all of that. I even have a little pull-out shelf next to my stove that he has access to, that I have some snacks and things along those lines in. So he has full range of that. And if you don't want your kids to be able to get something out of your fridge or whatever, either don't buy it or don't put it in their reach. Another controversial thing that I do with my kids is I don't make them clean up their toys. I let my kids be kids. If they make a huge disaster in the house during the day, yeah, it kind of sucks, and most of the time I don't feel like cleaning up at the end of the day. But if they do that during the day and they're having fun and enjoying their childhood, why not? Why not just let them enjoy themselves while they can? Obviously, once they get a little older and they're bigger and maybe 6, 7 years old, and they need some responsibility, of course I'll make them clean up their toys. But my 3-year-old, I'm not going to make him clean up his toys when he's not with them. Every once in a while, he'll help me clean up his toys, but it's not something that I force them to do before they can do something else. Not all the time. Guys, if you don't use Miley's products, I highly recommend it. I've been using these guys for years, and I absolutely love their products. I have had 2 kids, and I had my tooth removed, so I had these scars, which are you almost can't even see them anymore. I had my tooth removed in October, and these are what my scars look like now. You can hardly even see them. They're so dim. This one, you can't even see anymore. And I had an incision line here too. You can't even see that. If you don't use Miley's products, grab them up. I have one of them linked today, but I have all these products linked in my TikTok shop. So, if you're looking for something to firm stretch marks, get rid of them, lift your face, we're getting rid of these wrinkles up here. They're already going away, and I'm only using it for a week. Grab up the Miley's products. Just do it.